Man who would be the king, or at least Atlanta's top comic. There you go.
How's it going, Atlanta? How are we doing this evening?
Woohoo! Good.
Atlanta's top comic competition. How many of you here are not here to support a friend or somebody that's already in the competition? Great, I like it. That means Groupon at half off sold out all the tickets for the Rick Springfield concert and the ABBA Tribute Band concert tonight. So you're what's left. Thank you for coming out. I love doing a competition about Atlanta in Atlanta. We do all types of comedy that's based around us. The folks from Midtown can do gay jokes. The folks from Peachtree City can do Delta Airline jokes or golf cart jokes. Me, I'm from Cobb County. I can do jokes about people that used to have money and now are bankrupt. No, I don't look like I'm rich enough to come from Cobb County, because everybody in Cobb County, if you go inside the perimeter, everybody from Cobb County either drives a Lexus or drives a Range Rover. Me, I don't drive either. I drive a BMW. Now, it's got 175,000 miles on it, but it does qualify to be a BMW. I would like to say that my best friend Carl was going to be here tonight to help root me on. Carl is not going to be here tonight. His wife, the lovely Lorraine, said he could not come out for a play date. But every time Carl and I get together and we go out, it normally involves alcohol and a phone call from the police later on in the evening. I can't disagree with her. Carl is an extremely, extremely intelligent man. He's from New Jersey. He's from New Jersey. Went to MIT. Anybody here from Alabama? All right. Most people in Alabama can't speak or can't spell MIT, but that's okay. That's not an Atlanta joke. That's a Georgia joke. That's fine. That's fine. Carl went to MIT, came down here to Georgia, got his MBA in finance from Georgia State. He writes algorithms for the banking industry. Now, I'm not sure what that's all about, because when we go out to sports bars, he starts talking, and everybody just goes, We have no idea what the man really does, but he's that smart. And also, he was going to be passing out champagne and paying for the champagne here when we have our voting period for everyone. He's a great friend, truly is. Last week, I had to take my BMW into the shop. I was a little behind on my 150,000 mile checkout. Carl says, yeah, I'll come pick you up, not a problem. It was out in West Cobb. He comes and picks me up in the Lexus. First thing I do is open the door and say, whoa! Carl, when did you turn the car into a food truck? This is horrible. This is horrible. I said, no, Dave, no. I took the kids out to the Hawks game last night. We stopped by Burger King and picked up some food. I said, well, that's great, man. Yeah. So I slid in the passenger side, closed the door. We're driving along. Not only is Carl's mind fast, his car is fast also. And he has a lead foot. We get to the intersection of US 41 and Barrett Parkway. The light is going red. Carl doesn't even think. He slams down on the accelerator. Boom! We're talking Millennium Falcon fast to the intersection. 2 seconds afterward, the blue lights begin to flash. Carl pulls the car over really nonchalantly. Hey, I do this all the time. He starts to reach up to the top between the visor and the roof to pick up his wallet. That's where he keeps his wallet. Until recently, that's where I kept my wallet too. The driver's license and limited cash. And I said, Carl, I'm looking at the cop. I said, yes, and there's a problem. I said, Carl, this guy's for serious. He's got a zipper head haircut. And it would have looked great 20 years or 40 pounds ago when he was in the Marine Corps, but this guy's for serious. And Carl, you already have 3 speeding tickets this year. I said, no, I only have 2, Dave. No, Carl, you have 3 speeding tickets this year, buddy. I said, no, I only have 2, Dave. You must be wrong. I said, Carl, you got 3 speeding. Are you trying to track me like Lorraine does? I said, no, bro, I'm looking after you. I tell you what, let me take care of this one for you. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to slide into the into the driver's seat. You're going to slide over to the passenger seat. We'll do it on the count of 3. Maybe I will get away with only a warning ticket. I said, well, if you think so. I said, okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. So here I am, stuck on the drive shaft with a 6'3" skinny black man riding between my legs. I said, Carl, we gotta move, Buddy, we gotta move. This cop is going to nail us for inappropriate or lewd activity here on Barrett Park. We gotta move. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom! I'm in the driver's seat just seconds before this big, hairy, no-neck cop from Cobb County comes around like, you boy, you know you ran that red light at 75 miles an hour on Barrett Parkway on a Thursday afternoon? Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't have any idea I was going on that fast. I'm absolutely terribly sorry. What the heck is that smell? We now pause this comedy sketch to bring you a public service announcement. How many of you have seen the Mary J. Blige Burger King Crispy Chicken Wraps commercial? Very few of you did. Mary J. Blige's lawyers had it pulled after the first day. It portrayed, in their opinion, Mary J. Blige in a persona that was not consistent with an upwardly mobile African-American woman. How many of you have ever seen a child about to do something really, really bad? Something, you're not going to run across the street, are you? Carl's eyes got as big, and his mouth formed the same shape that Linda Blair's did in The Exorcist, right before the green pea soup episode where she spews onto the Catholic priest. We now resume our former comedy sketch. Boy, what is it I smell in there? That'd be chicken wraps, boss. You know what's in chicken wraps? I'm looking at Carl in absolute fright and fear and horror. It's got crispy chicken, crispy lettuce, all wrapped up in a tortilla, covered in hot sauce, fried and back. Burger King, bring your homies. The cop and I look at Carl like, I can't believe you just did this. I'll be right back. He goes back to the car, and I said, Carl, what are you doing, man? You're the straight guy, I'm the funny guy. You set him up, I knock him down. Do they not call us the Zebra Brothers at church? Why did you want to do this? I don't know. I don't know. It just came over me. Cop comes back out. Pulls his pad. Mr. Hilburn, here's your ticket. You have a nice day. We drive off. As we're going out there, Carl says, Dave, I can't believe you did that for me, Dad. That's fantastic. Oh, Carl, it's nothing. I'm glad to do it. I know you do the same for me. The next time you pull a stunt like that, we're going to have to call Lorraine, and she's going to have to pull us out of jail. Lorraine gets a lot of phone calls based on me. I know it's hard to believe this, but a middle-aged white man that's a little on the paunchy side can be a major player with ladies. Carl, my best friend, worked out an algorithm that said, Dave, you can actually date 8 women in a 2-week period as long as they meet the criteria if they're not 5 miles close to you. Well, that's pretty good. So sometimes Carl will get a call in the middle of the night and say, Carl, it's Dave. I'm going into code blue status. Which to him means Dave is about to go off the grid with a lady friend, possibly that Lorraine, his wife, introduced me to. Lorraine got tired of lying for me. What she was supposed to say, oh, Carl and Dave are out, when they would call the house. So I'm not lying for that man anymore, Carl. That's just not happening. I'm sorry. So we worked out a system. I would take my car, I would park it in their driveway. And then when one of her girlfriends that was looking for me said, where is Dave? I said, well, she could honestly say, well, his car is in our driveway. I don't know where he is. And what would happen is I would take Carl's Lexus and be out around town. I'd be the man, I'd be the beau vivant, you know, I'd be bolstering around town. 2 weeks before Carl and I get stopped together, I'm out on about town. I'm out with a lady. It's very cool. We're out driving around, but you know, ladies, something I want to bring to your attention. To be a player with multiple women, to say, hey, you're dating multiple women at one time, men, you have to be very, very clean in your house. One, you can have no towels with any hair on it. They use it once, wash your dryer. Bed sheets, wash your dryer. They leave, as soon as they leave, you go through the house at a frantic pace, cleaning off the sink countertops, cleaning out the sinks. I have seen a woman, didn't think I caught her on the gaze, had brushed out her hair before leaving. And on purpose, had left hair on the countertop. No joke. No joke. You have to be careful, men. You're laughing because you know it's true. You have to be careful. Or the woman, you walk out of the house and she'll write with lipstick, I love you, honey bunny, love, Amber. If that stuff dries, you are completely screwed. I'm telling you. This was no doubt. No, I used to get to borrow the Lexus until Lorraine found a pair of ladies' panties in the back seat when she was taking the kids to school. That ended real quick. So I'm out with this lady. Not a problem. We're in another part of Cobb County. We're driving around. Things are getting pretty hot and heavy. I see the red light. I'm not paying any attention. Boom! Right through it. This is 2 weeks before Carl and I got stopped. Cop lights start going off. We pull off the side. Cop gets out. Boy, did you know you were speeding and going through the red light at the same time? No, officer, I had no idea. Let me see your license. Well, my license was sitting in my car in my visor. What did I do? I reached up and pulled Carl's wallet. Take out Carl's driver's license. Mr. Carl Newsom, it says you are 37 years old, you are 6'3", you are 167 pounds, and you are an African American. I've been sick and I'm light-skinned. And now, you know how karma catches up with us, and that Carl actually did have 3 speeding tickets. Mr. MC.